All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dried Blood. I'm Cat, we've got Danotage here, Evah, versus Richardo, aka Dick Johnson.
There was so much blood. Is it actually dried by now?
It's probably
Yeah.
still pretty wet.
We've got the big giant fans that go off,
Yeah,
you
okay,
know.
okay. I definitely shed my own blood on purpose. That was fun.
Yeah, the nice fountain was a good look.
Mhm.
It feels like you've practiced that before. Was that an inspiration from somewhere or just in the moment you thought, I'm going to do a blood fountain?
Well, I mean, Kat gave me the One Piece X scar, and so
Mhm.
my brain went straight to anime, and I was like thinking of anime spray, and I was like, yeah, this probably feels right.
Yeah.
It was like basically anytime somebody gets cut in an anime, it sprays like a fountain. So I was like, that's what I'm imagining.
It's a
Yes.
splatter.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I imagine you're like moving your chest too just to get as many of the acolytes as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I could, just given momentum. Yep.
Yes. Just-
It was
I like it. That was one of my favorite moments, but there were a lot of really powerful moments from both of you. So I'd love to hear like what was the moment where you're like, I'm so glad I got to do that. So glad.
I
Getting
mean,
out
I
that
can share the
charisma, I think, right? Getting
yeah.
out that fear or whatnot.
Finally.
I was really
I
worried.
was
That was doing me, and I was like, "Oh man, I accounted for like charm or something like that, but not
Mhm.
fear."
so
Yeah.
like as much as I was getting my butt kicked, I was very happy to see that because like I was obviously not going for just straight up gonna do a bunch of damage. So I'm like, if I can keep this fear going, I
Hmm.
can mess around a little bit.
yeah.
Yes.
And it's what I did, yeah.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And it allowed you to interact with the environment because I'm pretty sure at least a third of the damage that happened to Eva was because of the arena in different ways.
Yeah,
Mhm,
the table. They're like,
The
"You want
grandmas?
movement?" They're like,
Yeah.
"You want movement?" I'm like, "Oh wait, this is a table."
mhm. I did like the table
Table.
skirt. Table skirt was good.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a great scene interaction, which I love to have because so many times we're like, okay, I've got these weapons. But when we have environments and we choose these maps, it's like, yeah, use whatever you see on here. Yeah, we
Mm.
even sometimes we regretted like, oh, we didn't see that thing on there, but it's there now.
Yeah.
Make it work. And so that was really creative and gave us this really beautiful visual of Ricardo in a wooden tutu.
Wouldn't you
Mhm,
too? Yeah,
mhm.
yeah, yeah. And
This
then
was
I had to do a table pun after that, you know.
oh
Yes.
yeah. This
You
was
didn't have
super
to.
Yes, I
interesting.
had to. It was like required, you know? It's like you I mean, what are you supposed to say when you turn somebody's character into a wooden ballerina,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. It has to happen.
This is super fun and super interesting for me because like um shout out to Runaway Robot, to Joel. We're all in his Spelljammer campaign. You guys should go check that out over his channel. But very different characters tonight for the both of you, and I've only played with you as like those characters. So to have like Cat come in and like try to be all like fucking serious and like instead of a chaos goblin, like
Who are
I was
you?
like, this is so interesting. Like, dude,
Well,
such
see,
a
that's the thing is, yeah, everybody expects me to play the Chaos Goblin or, like
Mhm.
some kind of crazy
yeah.
out there character, which I love doing, but yeah, I definitely wanted to be an absolute powerhouse
This,
for this show.
yeah.
You don't wanna be your normal self every day, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think one of the reasons Drew kind of picked us was because Kat and I have known each other for a long time,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and basically, yeah. I mean, sort of my Helene character is me when I play games with Kat, and sort of, Kat's character as well is sort of Kat in a
Yeah.
lot of ways. That's probably why our interactions happen a lot of that way. But
Mhm.
I've been playing role playing games and stuff for a long time. Actually, Helene and Ricardo are two types of characters I don't normally play. I'm normally playing like a paladin who's super honorable, or a ranger who's super in touch with like nature and stuff like this. And these are two characters that are totally weird. And then I've played a sort of really dumb fighter before, and I was like, wait a second, being dumb is super, super fun.
Yeah.
and that kind of
Yes.
inspired Richardo a little bit. Like, I'm just gonna be a dumb arm wrestling. Shout out to Juji Mufu and Devin Larrett and a bunch of people who have shown me arm wrestling and stuff, YouTubers and it really is one of those sports where, and strongman too, one of those sports where everybody's super competitive, but at the end of the day, they're all the bestest of friends. And I was like, super goofy and friendly, but also just this big brute at the same time.
Yes, I love it. And that's the best part of a match like this is that you really can explore almost any type of character, right? Any kind of fighter or wizard or anyone can enter this arena and you don't have to think like, what is this going to turn out long term? How am I going to like this is just in this moment, what do I want to be? And so you get to
Yeah.
play a character and be who you want to be just in this moment and not have to worry about any long-term consequences, especially for you two since both of them died.
Which
Yeah.
honestly, I kind of expected when I was going in. I was like, her attitude was definitely that of like, wrestling wise was the Imperium, like disrespecting, the owners, like the shot callers, all that kind of stuff, just disrespecting them just because,
Mhm.
like you're bringing dishonor to, the whole entire part, like the whole entire art of like fighting in general. Like, you're disgusting and all that stuff. So honestly, I did expect some kind of horrible end for her,
Yeah.
because it's like, she sits here, she's gonna talk her talk and whatnot. And, however, I was not prepared to actually be insta KO'd by the Shadow King himself. So
Yeah.
that was really cool.
That
If it does help, the Shadow King is very similar to an ancient dragon.
Yeah.
So, very
I thought it was
doable.
great.
Yes.
he's it's really fun. Like we're just starting the season and it's just a whole different vibe than the rest of our seasons because it's always we still pound each other into the dirt and kill people, but it's like there's always this the Grandmaster runs the arena in this very honorable way and people get to live. Even the people that die get to come back and live again. And like the Shadow King just has zero of that. So it's really fun being at the beginning of the season with being able to like obviously you guys didn't expect it, but even our like chat and stuff is like, okay, I killed someone at the end of the first match, but like I don't think anybody was expecting it to like, oh, it's a whole different season where it's a whole different thing. And it's very fun for me to get to like
Mhm.
just come up with the most brutal way I can murder people.
Oh yeah. That was great.
I'm just thinking you're just drinking that slushy. And I
Oh
got the
yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, like, oh,
I,
what's this
Should
now?
have
Like gonna
ordered a
be like a
banana
speech or something?
split.
I
I
Yeah.
did
just
not see that coming.
I just got the in my brain. So he uses his shadow blades, but it's very much like Terminator 2, like the liquid
Mm.
Terminator, where you like
Yeah, they
whoosh,
morph.
right through the guy's mouth in the movie. If you've seen that, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
That was going through my brain right then. I was like, yeah, we're
Hell
in
of
Terminator
a
2 this shit.
pop culture reference there. Not
Yeah,
even current.
somebody's pop
I
culture.
mean, I guarantee anybody under the age of 30 has no idea what my character's based.
Yes.
Probably
There's a
Tell
movie
go
from
ahead.
1987 called Over the Top. It's a movie about
you put it in the
Sylvester
name of it.
Stallone,
Yeah.
who's a truck driver trying to get his son back because he left his son and his wife way back, whatever.
Yeah.
And he just is this known really good arm wrestler. And the whole turning of the helmet thing in the
Mhm.
movie, when he's being interviewed before the big match in Las Vegas, he talks about, I don't know what it is, but when I flip the hat, it's like flipping a switch and I just go into berserk mode. I was like, as soon as I remembered that, I was like, okay, Barbarian flips his helmet, but is stupid enough to where he cannot see. And then Ricardo Johnson was born, Dick Johnson.
I'm very sorry that I'm over 30, very much so, but I do not know the reference and you put it in the title
Yeah.
of your character. I'm sorry.
It's not a popular movie amongst a lot of people, but it was a movie that like Sylvester Stallone wrote the screenplay for as well,
Oh. Oh, no.
and you can tell because the dialogue is horrible, and it's a weird, super goofy movie. But the biggest
Yeah.
thing was if you watch the movie as a D&D player, like character or player or whatever, just a fan, you
Mhm.
will notice that when they do get to Vegas in the third act they're all the most testosterone driven barbarian like
Yeah.
people. That's like if you want to take a clip of anybody playing, if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, you want to throw a clip of something into to like show what a barbarian rage looks like, there are dozens of them
It's
in that
over the
movie.
top.
What I'm hearing is
Yeah.
that we need to get Sylvester Stallone into this death match.
Maybe we
He
get
would
him
probably
versus
be
Danny
pretty
Trejo.
Yeah.
That'd be the match.
Oh
Danny,
man,
I adore Danny Trejo so much.
I love Danny Trejo.
He's on our
I
wish
don't care
list.
about any other celebrity but him.
I go to his donut shop frequently.
Oh, nice.
Oh, does he ever drop by? No, that would be creepy. I would no.
Apparently he has, but I've never seen him now.
Okay. He's
Are-
like the best celebrity. I don't care about any other celebrity. Only Danny Trejo.
He's good.
People ask, he's the only one. He seems like such a good person.
He's also on an episode of Iron Chef where he as a judge, and yeah, he constantly admits, I have no idea how to describe this because I don't know too many words, but it's delicious.
All right. Well, we've gone way
Recycle.
off the rails here with Danny Trejo and donuts, and but we want to bring this thing back to the end of the.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. This is what we do here. Bring it back here. We like to end the kind of the wrap up the show with getting a quote or a piece of advice or something. It can be as yourself. It can be serious or funny, or it can be as your character. Just like some parting words for all the acolytes out there that watched and want to hear the final words from you again as yourself or your character. Kat, you wanna go first?
I still have to go with my first line that I said in the beginning, which was, I let my actions do the talking for me.
It's a good statement. It's smart, both
That was
in
about
game and
that
out of game.
tagline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Dan, final words.
Yeah, I mean, as Richardo might say, especially due to the fact that he's represented off the movie, life doesn't meet you halfway. You gotta go sometimes over the top and take it for yourself.
Okay, that's perfect. All right. Well, with that, we'll see you all in the next episode of D20 Deathmatch.